Cruz, the senator, says the media paints him as a crazy guy with dynamite strapped to his chest. Well, actually, we do. Let's watch. He got that right.
The media historically paints two caricatures of Republicans. We're either stupid or evil. So in the media, or both. In the media is telling Reagan was stupid, George W. Bush was stupid, Dan Quayle was stupid, Nixon was evil, Dick Cheney was evil. By the way, stupid is better. If you're picking one or the other, stupid is much better.
Better than evil.
Oh, yeah. And I guess I take it as a little bit of a backhanded compliment that the media has, to some extent, invented a third caricature for me, which is crazy.
Okay, because you're smart. You went to Harvard and Princeton, or Harvard and, Princeton.
Well,
okay.
and so they do everything they can to paint me as a wild-eyed lunatic with dynamite strapped around my chest.
Do we call that an interview? What would you call that we just heard there?
He did ask him if he was born in the U.S. or Canada, so there was.
And what did they come out with? What did they come up with as for the significance of that?
They came up with no significance of it, but he moved on quickly. You know, Handy kind of asked him in a joking way about the birtherism in terms of Ted Cruz. It was very polite and not the way they treat President Obama, obviously. But Cruz, what he's saying these last couple of days, he's for compromise. He led a government shutdown. I don't. Does he think we have amnesia?
Did you see his voting record on nominations? I mean, against people that are really not that controversial, like John Kerry and people like that. Yeah. He voted against every one of them.
This guy's a bomb thrower. He's going to be amusing. Nobody's going to take him seriously. People are going to vote for him because they're emotional and they're angry at Obama.
Well, here he is, last night going after Obama. Let's watch Ted Cruz launching a missile here. Let's watch.
I think Obamacare has been the biggest disaster, the biggest train wreck. I think President Obama has been the most lawless president we've ever had. It is a bizarre Orwellian doublespeak that this is a president who will not utter the words radical Islamic terrorism. The consistent pattern of the Obama-Clinton foreign policy has been abandoning our friends and allies, whether it is Israel, whether it is the UK, whether it is Canada, and coddling and appeasing our enemies.
What do you think about the president and his treatment of Prime Minister Netanyahu and Israel?
It is shameful. It is disgraceful. This administration has been the most antagonistic administration to Israel in the history of this country.
Well, you saw it. It was the complete, but he put just politically speaking here, with any value attached to this or unvalue or demerits, every button for the evangelical right, every button, Israel, the whole thing. Netanyahu.
The problem is
Netanyahu's a victim. Nobody thinks he's.
Here's what the problem is. The problem is, contrary to what some people think, the Republican Party is not full of crazy people, and he is crazy. He's not really crazy, but he is appealing to people who are not quite all there. And that's not the majority of the Republican Party. There's no way he's getting the nomination, but he is going to stir the pot. He's going to change the dynamic in the campaign.
But let me add, all the things he just said, Governor Walker agrees with all those things. I was with him in South Carolina. He said all those things. Repeal. Our foreign policy is terrible. We defended Netanyahu. The difference in policy between Scott Walker, the normal moderate one, and Ted Cruz is very small on most issues.